Guys, it's Darren at Green Pro Clean Ltd, window cleaners in Nottingham and Derby. Today we're in the bank holiday Monday, so another quick vid for you. This time it's my Extreme 25. She's in pieces. In fact, she's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, but not to panic. She's only in pieces because it's regular maintenance. When you have a pole of the calibre, is the word I can think of the Extreme, it's important that you take decent care of it, and Gardiners recommend that you do this at least once a week. Now my pole sees a lot of use. I do average 25-30 jobs a day, so it's going up and down at least 300 times a week or so. Can't be asked to do the math properly, but that's a lot of extending it up, putting it back. So she needs a bit of TLC every week. Now you can tell when it's starting to get beyond in need, and that's when it feels slightly gritty. As you're extending the sections, you can hear the grit, you can feel the grit. That's not good. At that point it's time to strip it right down and get to work on it. And it's not good for a number of reasons. It's number one, it's damaging the carbon every time it goes up and down fighting against it. It's getting knotted up in the clamp head there and screwing that up. And also it's a seriously bloody expensive pole, so unless you're a millionaire window cleaner, then you don't want to knacker up something like my Extreme here. Now we also clean our SLXs, our Vipers, etc. the same way, but today I happen to be doing the keep forgetting my words here, my Extreme, so that's the one we're working on. It's been stripped down, and what we've done is we've taken the garden hose and had a good blast down the internal section of each one, blasted it through just like a pipe with the garden hose, giving it a good rinse in there to get all the loose stuff out. The tools I'm using are my trusty old bamboo cane. You will have seen this from previous videos. Some man hand wipes from B&Q. I've got a bit of the old bronze wool, keeps coming in handy, that stuff. The isopropyl alcohol, and also a can of, this is dry film lubricant, PTFE dry film lubricant. This is really good shit by a company called Tigris. Find it online or at your nearest sort of independent hardware stores. Haven't found it in any major hardware stores yet, like B&Q, etc. But I'm sure you'll find it if you have a quick look. So now that we've got our pole basically washed out on the inside, we're just going to dry off any crap. I'll take this one here, might as well just pick one and start. Dry off any crap on the outside of it. Look, turn it around. And there we go. That's pretty much done that part of it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that there is absolutely no grit, shit, etc. left on the inside. We'll take one of our handyman wipes here, and we're just going to poke that straight down inside like so, and then, you guessed it, the good old drinking man's drink of choice, isopropyl, 99.9%. The health and safety disclaimer again, don't drink this shit, it will kill you. So anyways, there we go. I just give it a little shot in there like that because I like to have a good amount on the inside of the pole. And then I take my trusty bamboo stick, and for any of you out there that do a little bit of shooting, or any of you ex-army boys, just like cleaning the barrel, just give it a good push through. There she falls out, she comes. And you can see that even after blasting out the internals with the garden hose, after a quick pass with the isopropyl, I don't know if you can see all that black on there, that's just the inside of one tube. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop another pad in it. There we go. Pull out the old push rod. Just unravel that one a bit because it's going in a bit flat. There we go. Tuck that one in, fold it over a couple of times so it gets sort of bunched up, fills up inside, so to speak. There we go. And then give it a good push through there. There she comes out the other end again. As you can see, still black. Well, I've got black marks on it anyway, but nowhere near as black, so I'm just going to use the same one again basically. Do another pass through. And you can also, surprisingly, you can't tell this in the video, but you can do when you're doing this to your own poles, you can surprisingly feel the grit as you're pushing through with your push rod and you're cleaning all that shit out of the inside. So we've had another couple of passes there. There we go, that's coming out now. So now that's coming out pretty much the same as the last one that went in. So just for good measure, I'm going to put 1/3 one in there because it's been a rough week with the snows and all the other shit we've had out here in Derbyshire and in the Midlands. So one more, just going to poke that down in there, give it a shot of the old ISO, and jobs are good. And that's how we do the internal of the poles. So one more little shot of there. Happy days. Oh, Dum, dum, dum. There we go. And give that a good running through. Now that's just fallen out the other end there, so let me go and grab that. Stand the pusher up. There we go. And as you can see, there's a tiny bit of greying on there, but nothing at all to really write home about. So, anyways, I've got this in my hand. It's covered in ISO, so I'm going to use it quick and just take off all the grease and the tacky shit and anything else that happens to be stuck on the outside of my bowl there, nice and quick. And once I've done that with that, I'm now going to get my little bronze wool pad here, and this is what I've done to all my poles in the past and will continue to do. There's no pressure here, it's literally sliding through, and this just dislodges any shite that is actually stuck on there, that's proper stuck on. So once again, no pressure at all, just holding it nice and loose and letting the pole slide of its own power up and down. Let me just get rid of the dog there. Get it, go on. With that isopropyl on the floor, she'll be up all bloody night long. But anyway, dog's gone. So now we've done that, we just find a good old-fashioned terry cloth. Plenty of old tea towels around this house. Give it a wipe off on the outside. So that's now had a wipe off on the outside and dried down. And now that we've got that dried up, cleaned up and dried up, a couple of my sections are in need of replacement stop tape, but I happen to be out, so I'll show that in another video later in the week, because I ordered some from Gardiners just yesterday. But with it being a bank holiday, won't be dispatched till tomorrow, so I won't see that till mid-weekend of the week at the earliest. But there we go, that's that. So now we've done that, this is where we break out our PTFE dry film lubricant. Love this stuff, it really does help protect the outside of carbon poles and increase the longevity of them. So we'll just give that a good shake up. Take it like so. Couple of nice thin layers on there. Just leave that be now. It's kind of like a PTFE version of WD almost, and that'll keep the pole nicely protected and allow it to slide nice and smooth back inside its other section. So once I finally get through these other 4 sections and get in from this freezing cold bloody garage, it'll be back together and ready for work again this week. So hope you found some tips in there, hope you found something useful, but this is how we look after our carbon poles. Any comments, bang them in the box below, guys. Otherwise, thanks for watching, please subscribe and have a great week. Talk to you soon. Oh, this video doesn't want to stop. Let's try again.